The woman was just about to head out when she opened the door and froze in shock. A massive black wall was blocking the entire entrance. The couple stood there, completely baffled. What on earth had happened last night? Where did this wall come from? At first, they thought it was some kind of prank, but when they tried climbing out the windows, something even more terrifying happened. Every exit was sealed off by the black wall. And the strangest part? No matter how hard Nick tried, he couldn't budge it. Whatever this wall was made of, it wasn't budging. Lisa immediately grabbed her phone to call for help, but there was no signal. As they searched the house for a signal, Nick noticed something odd. Whenever electronic devices got close to the black wall, they'd malfunction. The wall was somehow jamming their phones. Desperate to escape, Lisa grabbed an electric drill and started drilling into the wall. But to their horror, no matter how hard they drilled, the wall didn't even get a scratch. The couple refused to give up. They took turns drilling, sparks flying everywhere, but the wall remained untouched. In desperation, they tried drilling the adjacent wall only to discover something far worse. The entire exterior of the house was surrounded by this black wall. They were completely trapped. How many people would it take to surround an entire house with this wall overnight? Just then, they heard noise from next door. Their spirits lifted if they could hear sound. The wall wasn't completely sealed. They drilled through with the electric drill and broke through to find their neighbors, equally trapped. When they asked, the neighbors revealed their house was also surrounded by the same black wall. Nobody had any idea where it came from or who was responsible. To make matters worse, the water suddenly shut off. Without water, they'd eventually die of thirst. Furious, Nick hurled his phone at the black wall. But something unexpected happened. The phone fragments actually stuck to the wall. Could it be made of magnets? To test his theory, he gathered a bunch of metal objects and pressed them against the wall. After tinkering for a while, he discovered something strange. The magnetic force varied at different points on the wall. The secret might be hidden in the 4 spots where the magnetism was strongest. As they were pondering this, the metal objects suddenly vibrated violently. Fortunately, Nick reacted quickly and pulled Lisa out of the way just in time. But he wasn't so lucky. A flying metal piece slashed his back. Lisa quickly bandaged his wound. Once he recovered, they decided to enlarge the hole connecting to the neighbor's house, thinking more people might come up with an escape plan. But the neighbors were just as stumped. They realized waiting around wasn't an option. Nick found a large sledgehammer in the neighbor's place and started swinging it at the wall with all his might. His hands went numb from the impact, but the wall didn't even show a mark. Brute force clearly wasn't going to work. Then Lisa, who was an architect, suddenly remembered something. This building was constructed in 1897, and during World War II, a fallout shelter had been built underground, one that connected to the subway system. If they could dig down far enough, they might be able to reach the shelter and escape. Nick thought the plan made sense. He grabbed the hammer and started smashing the floor. With the water and electricity cut off, they had to act fast. If they didn't escape soon, everyone would die in here.